Shout out to the Kings, man. Shout out to the Kings, because going into the season when everyone told me they were going to be a playoff team, I laughed. You know what I'm saying? Going into the playoffs, when people brought up the Kings, I laughed. But I know it's a one-game sample size. This team is fun. Let's start there, man. This team is fun. The home crowd atmosphere is one of the best in the league. Sacramento showed up, man. Sacramento showed out. And I think it's very, very impressive that in a year where I know there's injuries involved, but in a year where the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Warriors are all like arguably championship caliber teams, they're really good teams, they're playoff teams. The best team in California might not be one of those three. It's also highly impressive that those three teams have like generational players on their team, depending on how you look at Kawhi, maybe not. But we're talking about very formidable NBA superstars on that team. But yet again, when you look at the Sacramento Kings and what they're doing, I think it speaks volumes to how good this Kings team is, that even despite all of that, it's like, yo, the Kings are still better. I don't give a shit. And I saw it on display. I saw it on display in game 1, and it was just beautiful basketball, dog. I ain't gonna lie. It was beautiful basketball. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins, man. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins. De'Aaron Fox, bruh. De'Aaron Fox was cooking. De'Aaron Fox was cooking. And again, this is primarily just me not watching enough Kings games. But boy, his improvement over these last couple of years has been hella interesting. It's been hella fucking entertaining to watch, or entertaining to see, because it wasn't too long ago where De'Aaron Fox was a slasher. Not to say that he's not still a slasher, but the shooting ability, the ability to stop on a dime, that mid-range game just was not there. You know what I'm saying? But this year, again, I'm not saying he's an elite 3-point shooter or anything like that, but he just looks more calm. You know what I'm saying? He just looks more calm and collected. He looks more experienced. He looks more poised out there. And it didn't look like this was his first playoff game. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to De'Aaron Fox. Shout out to Malik Monk. You know what I'm saying? Sabonis didn't have the best game, but you know, I know his impact on this team and the flow of this team, regardless of if he has a bad game or not. And shout out to Keegan Murray, by the way, man. Shout out to Keegan Murray, because I remember like yesterday, and I ain't gonna lie, I was on the side of, yo, they made a mistake not drafting Jaden Ivey. You know what I'm saying? I remember draft day. A lot of people were cooking the Kings for drafting Keegan Murray over Jaden Ivey. And again, it's not to say that Jaden Ivey is a bad player, because Jaden Ivey had a fucking solid rookie year. But Keegan Murray was, specifically for this team and their timeline and the needs of this team, was fucking, hey, it was perfect. The fit was perfect, man. The fit was perfect. I'm looking at a player right now who, in his rookie year, averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds, on 41% shooting from the field on 6 threes a game. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just thinking, like, yo, if they drafted Jaden Ivey, how the fuck would Jaden Ivey would be a 6th man on this team, and the fit would just be It would be weird. But Keegan Murray fits right in. 6'8", small forward, sharpshooter. That's perfect. So shout out to Keegan Murray, man. Shout out to Keegan Murray for his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even have a good game one. I'm literally looking at it right now. Yeah, he had 2 points, one of 5 in the field. But I'm just talking about this Kings team in general. Like, I'm really proud of this team, man. I'm really proud of this team. So shout out to the Sacramento Kings. That Light the Beam shit is lit. That Light the Beam shit is lit. And I was very surprised watching that day how much the NBA was pushing Kings versus Warriors. I believe that day Kings versus Warriors was the only game that was played on ABC. And if there's anything I know about the NBA, those ABC games are reserved for special ass games. You know what I'm saying? Watching every game, they was promoting Golden State versus Sacramento. Like they every game. At 9 o'clock today, Sacramento Kings versus Golden State Warriors. That's gonna be a showdown. You know what I'm saying? Saw a bunch of Light the Beam commercials. And it was cool. I think there's a couple of teams in this league where we only look at them as small market teams because they're a bad team right now. But nah, they're actually not small market teams. I think Sacramento was one of them. Another one, in my opinion, is Atlanta. We just look at Atlanta as a small market. I don't even know why we look at Atlanta as a small market team, but Atlanta is not a small market. You know what I'm saying? What else? Let me look at the other teams out there. I think Brooklyn was low-key a small market team. I think they fumbled the bag with the whole KD Kyrie shit and Harden shit, but Brooklyn is not a small market. I'm gonna be honest, I think Golden State for the longest, before like the Steph Curry revolution came about. I don't know. I just had this feeling that like people shunned them and thought of them as a small market team just because they were ass. But nah, Golden State, even before they moved to San Francisco, was not a small market team. And I think the Sacramento Kings, again, they are proving that I think they're one of those teams where, give us a good squad. Give us a good squad. One, we're gonna ride and die for them, and two, we can. Hey, listen, man, we can get viewers. You know what I'm saying? We can get viewership. The market conversation has to do with basketball and the actual market size. I disagree. I don't know. I disagree. I think it has more so to do with just how big the city is and the marketability of the city as a whole. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't know. Regardless, though, I don't really care. Shout out to the Kings, man. Really hope they get more push from the league, and it looks like they are.